So, Jimmy, a 2-1 defeat here at home to Lower Breck. Do you think it was a fair result, or were we worthy of at least a point?
I'm disappointed with the performance, but possibly a draw would have been a fair result. I don't think we've tested our goalkeeper too much. They've hit a pot shot from way out in 25 yards. It's somehow gone in. The second goal's really sloppy from our perspective. It comes right across the pitch. Gets a ball in box, stands it up back post, gets a free header. So yeah, really disappointing. And then again, we've huffed and puffed again today, haven't we? Not a lot in the game, but we've just got to be more ruthless in both penalty areas, and that's the issue with us at the moment. We've just got that soft underbelly, and we've just fritted away points that we shouldn't have fritted away. Nobody, even when we went to Wythenshawe Tuesday night, teams aren't playing us off the park. We're just so frustrating the way that we're just handing points to teams. And today, again, I'm not having to go at anybody individually, but moments in games are massive. They change games, and we missed 6 penalties in a row. That can't happen. It shouldn't happen, and some of them are critical, to our points tally, especially where we're at in the league, and other teams around us losing today, and we haven't capitalised. So it's really frustrating.
Yeah, just on that missed penalty, as you say, that's 6 in a row now. Has that become a real psychological problem?
Looks like it, doesn't it? I don't know. We practiced penalties in training last week, and lads are wrapping them in left, right, and centre. And then it comes to a game day, and we can't put it in. We've tried everything. Lads have taken 2 penalties. We've changed penalty taker up. So it just won't go in for us. It's a tough one, actually. Really, it's a good question, but it's a tough one to answer, because if I knew the answer, I would have put it right a long time ago. But penalties. We know penalties are a lottery. But for me, like I say again, it's no slight on anybody, but from 12 yards out, you've got to be scoring. More often than not, and to miss 6 in a row is nowhere near acceptable, and it's costing us. So yeah.
After the penalty miss against Pilkington, you said that the players decided amongst themselves who to take it. Was that the case again today, or was Finn Lynch the designated taker?
No, they did it today. We said when we got the penalty, we had Matt Dudley, James Bailey, Finn Lynch, all whoever else was on the pitch. Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson was still on the pitch at that time. And I said I would have fancied any of them to go and take a penalty, and it's just not going for us at the moment. We've tried mixing it up, and it doesn't matter who touches it. They seem to make a mess of it. So yeah, it's. I was going to say there, it's unfortunate, but it's not. You can't miss 6 penalties at any level in a row. It's not good enough. It's cost us. But yeah, it's not just that as well. The performance levels, like I say, we often puff today, but we had an opportunity with 6 games to go on edge of playoffs. I'm really disappointed, because I just don't think they gave enough today, lads, and it's going to give us, management team some good food for thought over the next few days. Because the amount of points we've fritted away isn't acceptable, so we'll have to do something about it.
And we've followed 6 consecutive league wins with 3 consecutive defeats. Can you identify any differences in the performances?
Yeah, they haven't been as good. As for why, I'm not too sure. Obviously different oppositions make a difference, but yeah, we just got ourselves fired right into a good place. 6 wins on the bounce, and then to go and lose 3 on the bounce is majorly disappointing. We knew we had a couple of tough away games, but we still saw an opportunity. And for me today, to be honest, I just thought for our hunger levels, that was the most disappointing thing for me. I don't think the hunger levels were there in terms of the opportunity that arose, and it was there in front of us, and I don't think we wanted it enough, which worried me slightly.
And 5 games left now. Is the belief still there that we can make the playoffs?
It's tough now, I'm not going to lie. I thought we had to get something from that game today, really. And we know that other teams are going to drop points. All we can do is try and be better the next game. And look, today we've just identified a few things in the dressing room. We've just had a good chat. Players need to have a look at themselves individually. make sure they're doing their jobs better. And, we've got a big 5 games. And look, if we're going with 5 games on bounce, then, who knows what might happen. But the frustrating part for me is whether or not we get in the playoffs is we had the great start and then the middle part of the season where we won a few, lost a few, but we weren't in bad form. But if you take them 6 games out of it, we've not had enough good performances and results since Christmas, really. And that's been our major sticking block. And the amount of points we've fritted away as well. Cheap points, really. You can look back at so many games I could cross off on the list and just, we're not getting undone. We've given them points, really, which is the most disappointing thing. And, it's a little bit of naivety. So, look, I think in my mind, yes, we can still get in the playoffs. It's going to be an uphill task, but it's still possible. But I think we're going to have to win 5 games now. We're going to have to show a real reaction to that today. It's disappointing, but we're going to get home at Glossop next week and dust ourselves down and go again and really go and look to finish the season on a high and win those 5 games. And if we can do that, then we'll see where it takes us. And if not, it'll take us into next season in a bit of good form.
Great. Thanks, Jimmy.
Cheers, Dan. Thank you.